No, Luca?
Okay.
Let's tell them the story of the weekend we spent in Paris.
Ah, that story.
First, you came from America.
Oh yeah, same day.
And then we left for the airport at 3:15. This is the first time I'm flying, and I'm literally going to walk on the plane with just my purse. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. I vlog. Gaspar is here with us.
Sem lep.
Zelo si.
Hvala.
How could you not be?
Ja ne vem, sem te vprašal.
For anybody coming off a flight from America the same day, you look incredible.
I look incredible, I know, thank you.
So we knew somebody on the plane, Gaspar.
Hey Gaspar, what up, bro?
That was nice. Finally, we land in Paris, and we have to take a train from the airport to a certain point where it takes you. But then you have to take the metro. But it's not like you get off the train and go to the metro station. You get off the train inside a metro station at some, like you're just underground, and you're trying to figure out where to go.
The train intersects with the metro, and so you use that intersection to board metro. But you need a completely different ticket for it.
But then we couldn't figure out where to find the ticket, remember? We were
God,
running
yeah, we
around.
couldn't get out of the terminal
We couldn't
to
find
get...
our way out of the metro.
There's
We were
moments...
stuck underground.
There's moments where you feel just helplessly stupid, and that was one of them. Like, how can we not get tickets?
We were going through the tunnels of the metro and literally kept doing circles. I don't know how we ended up in circles. It was like, we've been here before, and we just want to buy a ticket for the metro. We can't find it anywhere. We had to take a train from the airport to a certain spot, and then we're supposed to take the metro, but we're running around trying to find a place to buy tickets for the metro while inside the metro because we can't get on the metro till we have a ticket for the metro.
By the way, you forgot to mention, the train was delayed for about an hour.
Oh yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah,
it's just
we
like
sat there on the train in the airport terminal area
for
an hour.
The mode of transport you're supposed to trust the most, because it literally has rails for a reason. There's no crashes, technically, usually on rails, so you're
no
not
traffic.
supposed to be late. There's no traffic, yeah, should be no delays. And yet, when we freaking boarded it, that's exactly the day they decided to be double late. And we just stood there on the station for an hour.
Horrible. Finally, we make our way out. Now, the great thing about where we were staying, our Airbnb, was that it was literally 50 feet from the metro exit. However, we didn't get into our room.
Yeah, again, another embarrassing part of the story.
I don't know what's embarrassing about it. We got really bad instructions. We got really bad instructions. And our host wasn't available when we were trying to contact him. Anyways,
the saga continues about that.
We're just waiting. Because we have no idea. If you want to see what's behind it, you can...
No, behind that one.
Is that him?
No.
Oh. So we sent a message to our host and we're just waiting. We couldn't figure out how to get in the room. Our host isn't answering. We tried calling Airbnb. Got through to them, 3 times?
3 times.
And as he's explaining what's happening, they just click, hang up. Like
drops. I don't know what it was.
Drops. Just disconnects. Weirdly disconnects every time. And then to call back and wait on the line and wait for a real person. And then you get dropped again. It was like the worst experience with Airbnb I've ever had
I've ever had either.
So then we go, what are we gonna do? Miraculously find a hotel room available.
Well, you forgot that we had to go eat first in the middle, like miserably
keep
homeless. Miserably homeless with our luggage.
Your backpack, my purse, and the carry-on. That's all we had. All I could think of was, thank God the kids aren't with us.
Yeah.
That's all I could think. I think the reason I had such a great attitude throughout the whole thing was I was just imagining how difficult that situation would have been with kids. And the fact that we didn't have kids, it was like, it's fine. It's all gonna be okay.
Yeah, we're fine. We can carry ourselves.
We can handle this. It's not a problem. We're hoping our host is gonna answer our messages or return our calls. We decide to go eat because we're starving at this point. So 10:30 at night, we eat salmon sandwiches at this little pub. They were okay. They were. I would say this: if we weren't starving, they probably wouldn't have tasted that great.
They were very hearty.
It was getting close to midnight.
It was
I know
for
that.
sure, yeah.
And we went online and tried and found just the nearest hotel that wasn't 400 euros a night. It was cheap, like the nearest cheap hotel. So then we book ourselves a room.
We paid for the cheapness, if you know what I mean.
We get to this little... I'll just say this, the door almost looked like the door to a vending machine. Like, it looked like you would walk into one of those, 24-hour cafes where you just pay a vending machine.
True.
The guy was super nice, though.
Yeah, spoke
So
English.
nice.
Of all people,
Miraculously
spoke English.
spoke
Nobody in
English.
France spoke English except in that little tiny abandoned hotel.
We check in, and he goes, "Oh, here's your, key, and the number is blah, blah, blah." So and he goes, "It's that way." We walk through this little hallway, and then we see these, winding stairs. Now, this is the funny part about these stairs. It's all carpet with another, runner carpet over it, but it looks like it's been there for 100 years because it's just kind of molded into the steps, and the steps are all, melting into the building. Everything's a little bit falling apart, and you're not sure it's gonna hold you. And it's about this wide. Just about as wide as Luca's shoulders. And we're
very narrow.
Literally winding our way around up to the top of Sleeping Beauty's tower is what it felt like. And then we find our hallway. So we go down the hallway. And we come to our room and we open it.
Episode of Adventure number 1. Day 1, night 1.
This was our tiny room. I don't know if you can see. There's the bathroom. Nothing to see there. The bed. The area we're standing in.
But then again, it saved our behind.
It saved our night.
It's amazing.
It was what else were we going to do? Sleep on the steps in front of the room?
Exactly.
By the way, the host did not answer or respond to us at all until after 10 a.m. the next day. So anyways, that morning we had to be out of there and we had to go to our event on Saturday, which I was really upset because our whole Friday, I was expecting Friday we would arrive and have all Friday night to do things and go places. None of that. We did, just in a very different way than I had imagined.
We did places. We did see things.
So then Saturday we asked them if we could leave my luggage at the hotel until and we would come back later and get it, and they graciously allowed us to do that. I was so grateful for that.
Yeah.
So then we went to the event.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for this place to open so we can get something before going to the event. This is my first croissant in Paris. It will not be my last. Alright, we got the goods. Thank you, Herbalife, for giving us wristbands this year. I'm so over lanyards. My favorite part of Saturday was the gospel choir that sang Lean On Me.
Lean On, yeah, it was really good.
So great.
The CEO was really good.
Energy in the room was off the hook.
It was amazing.
Everybody loved it.
Such a cool moment. One of the best performances Herbalife's ever done too. Mm-hmm. I would agree.
I think if I think of all the performances over the years that I've seen, that's been my favorite. So our region is called SEE, which is Southeast Europe, and we kind of sat with all of the people from there. It felt really good. It was we're all neighbors, but we're there together.
We knew some of them, not all of them.
Yeah, made some new friends. Mm-hmm. That was nice. We left there. Today's event is over. 1 day down, 1 day to go. The forecast is rain, feeling a few drops, but for how much I grew up loving the movie Sabrina with Audrey Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart, rain in Paris It's like, it's a must, and you mustn't carry an umbrella.
Fast walked back.
Walked back to our hotel, picked up my luggage, walked back to our room, actually got in that time. Saturday night, went back to our room, settled our stuff, changed. Because here's the thing, I could have just left the venue, walked around Paris in my clothes, but I felt like I'm going to Paris. I want to look fashionable. I don't want to be practical. I want to look great, and I want to feel like I look great. So that's what I did. And then we went out for really good burger.
Really good burger. Well,
the fries were good.
Acclaimed burger.
And we had some drinks. We had a drink, and it was really like the atmosphere was a 10 out of 10. It was a great place. It was a really great place.
Really fits the energy and the overall feeling of that part of Paris. I think, because it's quite central.
Frog Hop Pub, right?
Something like that.
And we walked around the center of Paris for a little bit. We had a great time. We went out, we went to a cafe, we sat down, we did some people watching. We
Had a glass of wine. That part was really nice. Very enjoyable.
And then Sunday at the event, really cool part of the event was they turned off the lights and everybody did the wave with their like phone flash, and it looked so cool.
Yeah, it looked
It was
amazing.
very magical. It was like 17,000 fireflies. It was amazing.
Can you imagine not having a smartphone and a flashlight, how left out you felt? So sad. Like forever alone.
The trainings were really good on Sunday.
Yes. Very
I think
good.
I enjoyed that a lot. It was so nice to hear from some really great people. After the event, we went back to the room, changed. Now, I knew it was a bit chilly, but I decided to wear a skirt anyway.
I'm not going to comment on that part. Because you're very brave, and I respect you for sticking to your guns.
And I had a great attitude.
And you had a great attitude, and that's where I want to end my comment on that.
The temperature itself was not bad. The fact that it was windy made it so cold. But I was determined to enjoy it. And we took some great pictures. You
I
took
think so.
some fabulous pictures, really.
I think I am really good at this.
I took a couple good ones of you.
Yeah, you did.
And then there was some great ones of us together.
Yeah. Well, the scene, like the scenery was incredible.
Yeah.
It was not difficult to do great photography, and the light was exceptional.
And then it was to the point where I was so cold, I could hardly function.
It was painful to watch.
And we could see the Eiffel Tower in the distance. I kept saying, is there just somewhere I can buy a coat? I hadn't even packed one with me. Lucas said, I don't know. We either go home, like we go back to our place, or we could try to make it to the Eiffel Tower. And then I said, we have to go to the Eiffel Tower. So
that's what really impressed me. That she said, let's go to the Eiffel Tower. I thought she was joking. Like, you can't be serious about this.
Like, my hands were so cold.
Oh.
I was determined though, so we start walking towards...
Tour de Eiffel.
Yes. We start walking towards the Eiffel Tower. It felt like one of those things where you keep walking and you're just not actually getting any closer. Like, you keep thinking I should be there by now, and it's just still far away. How long did we walk? Half an hour?
No, 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Well, from Louvre to the Eiffel
so
Tower, it's like
cold.
35 to 45 minutes, depending on how... But and we stopped and we took some pictures in between, so it was definitely 45 minutes.
It's still freezing at this point. So we're walking, and then it's getting darker and darker, and we're getting closer. And then at one point, we turn the corner, and you see, like, the Eiffel Tower, and all of a sudden, the lights go on. And
That was
like,
amazing.
Yes, the lights are on. It looks so cool. So much better than if we had gotten there before the lights were turned on. Because it was still overcast and dark, so the lights made it just magical.
Really, they really did.
And then we're turning streets, and we're getting closer. Finally, we turn one street where it's just at the end of the street, and it starts to sparkle. Like, the lights are all flashing, and it's just magical. Just absolutely magical.
It was a Paris moment.
It was
the Paris moment.
It was so wonderful. And then we get to it, and the sparkling stops, and it's just magnificent.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
Still a Paris moment.
It was so beautiful. It looks, from a distance, it just looks so simple. It just looks like
Plain.
very
Mhm.
plain.
Very plain.
Almost like, I was saying, like a house of cards. Like it's just so basic in a way. And then when you get close, the detail in all the way that the metal fits together, it's like, it looks almost delicate. Like it looks like lace put together. It's so beautiful.
And I think the fact that it curves makes it look really nice. All the struts fitting together like in diamond shape and so on. Really nice.
It was like 8:30, 8:45. We had a moment, enjoyed the beauty of the Eiffel Tower. It was really nice.
It was such a nice moment.
I really like to just like, we didn't like no words, just enjoying it, just watching.
Yeah. It's so magnificent. Like it's really awe-inspiring. And then we went back to our room and we watched motorcycle racing, which was amazing. Which Mariah almost fell asleep to. She was so tired.
I took one of the hottest showers I've ever taken. It felt so great.
And then we essentially had to get up really early in the morning.
Yeah.
To take the train because we had a promise of trains being late again.
And they were.
But we made it.
We made it. We did.
Yeah.
We even got Olivia her unicorn.
Oh, she won a unicorn. It was the saddest moment when I came from America and I bought Leia a present and it was the best present ever and they both wanted it. And
so he brought a little dog for Olivia and a little horse for Leia.
Which Paw Patrol, guys. Paw Patrol dog.
And Leia loved that little horse and Olivia wanted the horse. I asked her, do you want a horse or do you want a unicorn? She's really into unicorns right now. Oh. She said she wanted a unicorn. And we kind of looked around while we were in Paris and didn't find anything. In the airport terminal, we're going through the store, and there is the perfect, pink, fluffy unicorn.
Now I feel embarrassed showing this. It looks so stupid. Look at this tiny wings. What are these?
But it's like exactly what she wanted. She was so happy when we gave it to her. I've never seen like a kid so instantly happy. Like she cuddled it. Like
I love it. Mommy, it has wings.
And it's pink and it's sparkling. We got Olivia her unicorn and all was great. And that was our trip to Paris. It was really nice. So I guess the question is, will you go back to Paris?
Will I?
Would you go back to Paris?
Yeah, I would.
All right. I would too.
Yeah.
This is how we should rate our future travels. Would you go back?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's as expensive as Venice, though, when it comes to food and stuff. Which is disappointing, because it's not as culturally rich as Venice to me. When I put all the things together, I think Venice is like...
But it's so much bigger than Venice. It's hard to compare.
It is hard to compare, but I chose to do it anyways.
Okay. Thanks for watching this video. If you have Paris experiences, please tell us about them. Leave it below. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if that's your thing and you haven't already.